I think I've known a lot of people who are really institutionalized from prison, right? So you've come out at 29, got this job, you've got this opportunity, and you've built yourself back up. I would imagine from the age of 13, from young offenders to prison, right? Lots of changes. I would imagine you were institutionalized. Yeah. You're getting free cooked meals a day. You've got your gym. You've got your routine. Yeah. How did you cope with uninstitutionalizing yourself?
How did I cope to undo it?
Yeah, because you were making excuses to go back to prison at certain points, right? You were doing things wrong subconsciously to go back because it was your safe space. Yeah. As mental as that sounds, it was where you were comfortable, right? How did you snap out of that?
The pain, basically, because every time I used to go back, when I'd come out, the self-sabotaging would get even worse. So it was getting darker and deeper and deeper until it would obviously be my life, because I'd become a problem to the streets as well. So it was either someone take me out or I take them out. And then obviously prison was the safe haven. But I think the last time it becomes so chaos where it was a problem, a major problem, even in the streets, where it was just too much. I was just a problem everywhere. That it was like I had to die to the old self. I had to.
Had you burnt too many
bridges? There was no more bridges to burn.
Were you coming out? I guess one of the things I want to ask you, you're so intriguing when I'm listening to it. What did you fear? Like, at what point in your life did you fear something? Because you've been stabbed, shot, run over, all of it. At what point did you fear anything?
I didn't. That's the thing.
But to this day?
To this day, I don't fear anything or anyone. I'm still, and that's with even in the business world. I've had no fear where I'm there in front of the governor. There's like 150k on the thing, and I said, no, I'm not happy. But my missus is thinking, what are you saying that for? Because I'm just raw with it. Because I don't fear, and I'm not attached to. Go on. What?
No, I guess my point is like you're very different to a lot of people in the way they think. So. You can deal with situations. I guess the point I'm getting to is because you fear nothing, you've been able to get to this point, and that's kind of my thing. Like, I talk a lot about my wife about worrying. I'm like, well, what's the point? It's still gonna, and I know it's slightly different, but I'm saying like, you live your life now in fear of nothing. Yeah. But you've changed your persona and who you are. Yes. To fit yourself and what you want to do with the world.
Has he changed his persona, or has he just worked out who he is?
He'd have always, like he was saying when he was in prison, he was a caring person. So my point being is, he's always, that person's always been in there. He just wasn't given the foundations initially to be that person, right? And then you get involved in this, and one thing leads to another. And at 29, when you come out, did you still have problems that were ongoing?
No,
that were gone.
Yeah,
or were they gone when you got?
In my head, they were gone. Obviously, it was like the streets, everything that was going on. But I was the type of people, like, I've been chopped in the head, I've been this, that, and the other. So I could bump into the person and I'll be like, "You all right, mate? How you doing?"
That's mad.
Has that happened?
Yeah, loads of times.
That's mad.
Yeah, all the time. I've got the guy that chopped me in my head, and then I cut him. We got a podcast, I spoke to him the other day. I said, let's do it again so I can release it, because it's not natural. It's very extreme that you could be on there. He set my mum's house on fire as well. He chopped me in the head. I sliced him, and then I'm speaking to him, and like, he's obviously in Jamaica because he got deported. But to be able to be on the call, and he's kind of still in the zones when he's talking about, like, they tried to lift me up, put me in the boot, but my body was too heavy, so they didn't. They said just run him over, reverse over, but the driver was saying, because the driver, we grew up together, had sleepovers, mum borrowed milk off him and vice versa. He's saying, right, and the driver wouldn't, so he's going to get out of the car, he's jumped in the driver's seat and reversed over me, and we're on the podcast speaking about it. He's still in the zones, like, I could see, like adrenaline rush as he's speaking, but it's not even fazing me, because obviously I'm not even that same character.
When did you let go of that anger? Because there has to be anger of it, right?
Yeah,
so
no, there is none.
Point in your... No, but when did you let go of that? Because you must have had to let go of so much.
Yes.
From yourself and from other people.
But it feels like there was never an event, because all of our questions, we're trying to almost get to this, What was the moment?
Oh, the moment was, let me break it down. So the moment was, I was in and out of wanting change, yeah? So I was in the church, I was in the mosque, I was in the self-help library. I wanted change. Every time I went jail, safe haven, yeah, all needs met. Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, all that there. So I'm in the library, I'm in the church. I have my experiences in the church certain times. And then I think this Jesus stuff's not happening. I go into the mosque, I'm in there, and I'm thinking, nah, this ain't a bit of me, because I've obviously had Christianity in my life. And then in the end, 2012, I'm in my cell. I've burnt every bridge on the streets. I was a problem. All the criminals, just major problem everywhere. And then I prayed out to God and I went to sleep. And when I went to sleep that night, I was vibrating from head to toe. The only feeling that I can explain, because I've took every drugs under the sun, is ecstasy, MDMA. But I'm in the cell sober on my own. And then I was like shaking like that, pure light. And then in the morning, or in the afternoon the next day, I'm watching Hollyoaks EastEnders or some nonsense. I thought, what's this nonsense I'm watching?
You did then, yeah. You're still watching now.
Yeah, watching it now.
I ain't got TV. I haven't got TV. I ain't even got a TV in our house. We've got a coffee table and we've got chairs. We speak, yeah? There's no TV. Yeah, we've got YouTube.
That'd be a very quiet house in my house.
But the thing is, I done that and I unplugged the TV. I'll give it to the officers. So now I'm meditating. I'm reading A, B, and C. And then that's when the transformation happened. And I started stopping gambling, stopping this, stopping that. And that was the journey from that experience. Now, obviously, my foundation is Christianity. I don't go to church because I'm not religious with the institution of stuff on this earth and what's around. But I know I had a relationship and something happened with inside me where I have a relationship with the principles and stuff with Christ, like love your neighbor, A, B, and C, and all the Bible stuff. And that was the foundation. But I've got a relationship where I've become conscious, and I've got that still small voice is louder than this other one, where before it was the voice in the head. And if you live in your head, you're dead. So now I operate from my heart.